Hey everyone, we're here with Katla, a badass fucking band coming out with a new album on March 21st through Napalm Records called Scandinavian Pain. Holy shit. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't expect the album to start the way it did.
Right, right.
I was like, okay, I'm into this. This is not what I was expecting, but you have banger after banger after banger through the whole fucking album, and you come up to Hunab Ku. I think I said that right.
Yeah, you did.
And again, another like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting this. But what a like that is probably my favorite piece on the whole fucking album because it's
Yeah.
so completely different than the rest.
Cheers, man. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words. And I'm really happy to hear you had that experience because it's yeah, one of the main objectives, one of the main goals with creating this album was so like it's so rare you see it these days, but it was like a 90s thing or maybe like early millennials sort of with these bands who did albums that would just have those kind of elements where you'd be like, what's going on here? The interludes, or like going into like electro stuff. And I really, really enjoy that, when you get those albums that you really explore, in a sense. That's not that I don't like when, like putting on Dope Smoker is one of my favorite things, and just like lie on a carpet. Um, so I do also appreciate that, but having one of those the albums where it's just like, yeah, like really interesting to listen to, and yeah, creating small gems that can then become the favorites. Like I'm pretty sure that you're the first one saying that Hunab Ku is your favorite. Like that also. That's super cool, man. That we get so many different takes on this album. So yeah,
Well,
thanks again.
yeah, I mean, and it's of course, like, Taurus, the first single is a pretty solid song, but like Dead Lover, holy shit, that, as far as like the heavier songs, Dead Lover that is my fucking jam. I could listen to that all day, every fucking day, and just be like, all right, Dead Lover. Um, so when you guys started writing Scandinavian Pain, what did that look like for you?
Well,
You go.
it came on the after the old bassist David left the band on good terms and everything, nothing there. And then I joined the band, and we had some shows to play. And once that was done, it was like, should we write some new music? And the first song we ever dove into was Taurus. And it felt good. We it being a new member in a three piece, that's a huge change in the energy of the band.
Yeah.
But uh having I played two stand-in shows for the old bassist, so we weren't, completely strangers. But it just felt good to start writing music and create music together. And that sort of sparked a flame that started burning quite bright early on. And I think in the beginning, I think Dead Lover was actually the second song. I can't remember, and if you
I
remember
think you're right.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, I think you're right.
But that was just like we sort of showed up to rehearsal. Somebody put forth an idea, and that was like, yeah, let's roll with it. And then we got like 80% done. And then it was just like fine tuning the songs. And that happened very a lot in the beginning. That was like really sort of a high to start writing music as a new constellation. So that's sort of where that started, and then yeah, that ended up being Scandinavian Pain.
That's that's pretty cool. I'm sure, changing the dynamics of the band with a new member, however familiar, you all with are with each other, a new member is. those dynamics they absolutely change,
Mm.
you know. So to be able to get in there and start writing together and it come out, you know, cohesive and not, like a big jumbled fucking mess is like that's, I think that's a strength to all of you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
for me, sorry to, but for me, it was much because Rasmus and Mark was just so welcoming and invited me, right into the bridge of the whole thing, and no restraints or no requirements, just come on, dude, let's do this. And that was so nice. And that in my, I'm very sure that that sort of kickstarted that they let me join the fun right off, and we didn't have to quarrel or anything. That, yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
might see
Plus,
it
I
other
think
way. Oh, yeah.
I think with the whole like having sorry, yeah, it's a,
No, it's
my my internet is real shit as well. Like, yeah, I'm on the like I'm below deck on a boat right now. So it's like real shit connection.
hold on, Below
Um,
Deck. That's like one of my wife's fucking shows. She loves watching that shit. Like they're like
all
bringing
right,
cocaine onto the fucking God, what is it? Like I got a cocaine theme today. Uh
yeah,
but they these people, they what do? They rent out these fucking large yachts and go out in the I guess the Indian Ocean or something and just fucking party, and of course there's drama and whatever. And she's like, I love that.
yeah. I'm not familiar with the show, but it sounds fantastic.
No, no, it doesn't.
You had me at Indian Ocean and cocaine. That was oh fucking hell.
Yes.
But yeah, I think like with with like having Theis joining, like I guess like we're like getting a new member in. But for us, it wasn't. Ah, it's such a cliche, but it wasn't a new member. But it's because we had already played songs with Theis, or shows with Theis.
Yeah.
And I think the cool addition was so Theis, sorry, he knew the Katla sound before joining the band. Like so he's obviously heard the music but wasn't like part of the process. So I think that addition, like him coming in, it wasn't a total stranger, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it was the new energy, but knowing what kind of, like the route we were going, in a sense. But that new spark, and also like Tides is a very, very talented musician. So it was just that's exactly what we needed to create what became Scandinavian Pain. So it was perfect.
So when you guys, started like get past the writing and start into the recording, were there already talks in place with like Napalm about putting the album out there, or did you guys finish it and then like shop it around?
Um, we were writing Scandinavian Pain when we were contacted by Napalm. Um, so it was kind of it's a weird story because we were signed with the booking agency that's called Napalm Events,
Mhm.
which is like they collaborate with Napalm Records, but that was just our booking agency, so we had nothing to do with Napalm Records. And then Torsten, our booker, went and saw a show with us 2 summers ago in Denmark. And then he sent a video with his iPhone of 13 seconds of our show to this guy he knew from Napalm Records, Sebastian. And he was like, dude, you have to check out this band, man. Like they fucking rock. And then that was it. Rest is history.
Hell yeah. And I think there's a lot of bands that don't understand that the grind behind like those connections is you get out, you do it, you have someone in place that's helping you, right? Book shows and make sure you're strategically making money and in the right places. Like even if he wouldn't have, I feel like someone else would have been like, "Oh my God, you guys got to check this the fuck out," you know?
yeah.
Yeah,
We
man. Like I
actually,
think, yeah, sorry. Yeah. But I think what's cool with that is that it's so old school in a way. It's yeah, getting out there and just, be a cool just be cool to people and like not be a dick. Like really get you a long way. But yeah, definitely like that whole like scenario of things playing out. And I think the fact that it was a live show that he saw, because we do all bands say this, but we are a live band. So it's just a really cool fact that he saw a video from a live show and then decided to sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we actually have a funny story about how we got signed with Napalm Events in Copenhagen. We have a festival called Copenhagen. They each year do a smaller event in the beginning of the year called Copenhagen when Copenhagen freezes over, that acts as a like a relief for all the heavy metal hungering fans that can't wait until summertime. But it also acts as a industry festival, so there's a lot of delegates and agents and people attending this, seeing the shows that are played, but also network and talk to bands from Denmark. And we were late to that party, and we didn't get booked. But we knew that Torsten from Napalm Events was attending, and we are like, how can we show this guy what we can do? And we started writing back and forth, and he was like, "Yeah, I really want to see you guys play." And we're like, oh, can we set something up, you know? And it ended up him coming to our rehearsal space at 12 o'clock, like at noon on the day of the Copenhagen Freezes Over event, you know. And so we sort of hijacked him, did our thing. He was like, "Yeah, I like it, guys. Let's do business." He went and participated in the delegation dinner later that evening. And then once we attended the networking part of the whole thing, and like the first people we meet were like, "Hey, we heard you signed with Napalm Events," and that was just like that was so funny because we sort of sidetracked the whole thing and just yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
was waiting for you to say we pulled up in our van and just fucking plugged everything in and played in the parking lot and they saw us like,
That
ah,
was that we yeah, we talked
that was
about
cool.
it, but
Yeah. That was the plan, you know. But then I guess like getting him out to the rehearsal space and then yeah, him being like, yeah, I want to sign this band. Please don't sign with any others, he said.
yeah,
Like during the
yeah,
evening,
that's
it was like, you're mine now. And I guess like for us, that was like the first offer from like I guess international booking agencies. So we were just like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's rock and
yeah,
roll.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
Plus I think like, and it was 12, 12 at noon or 12 in the morning. It felt like, and playing music, like we were drinking coffee while playing, like we've never done that before. So everything was kind of off.
Oh, it was all whack, out of whack.
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's like,
yeah, it
Like,
was.
whatever you
hold on,
say, German guy, we'll sign. We're fine.
like, I'm hopped up on coffee, dude. I should be drinking something right now,
Yeah,
like with alcohol. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
exactly.
We did
Oh,
we did
that
have a beer as well, actually. We did drink beers
Yeah.
after
well,
the coffee. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys do it there, but like over here, they when we drink coffee, we typically put some like what on a show day, right? You're
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna put some whiskey in it or something.
I think we
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
straight from rehearsal space and coffee right into beer. Because of the event, there are other events around the venue, and we're like, we had some good friends that had an event at their shop, and it was like, that was a good meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. So that
But
was
yeah,
yeah, that was also perfect. So I guess yeah, both times with Napalm has been like kind of untraditional, but in the most perfect Katla way it could ever
yeah,
be.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's really cool. I think that's a really cool story how both you got signed to Napalm Events and how Napalm Events helped that translate into something with Napalm Records. Um, I guess anymore there's not really a like traditional way to get signed because everything, at least I feel like everything is so like relationship based. You get the right relationship in place and that then those introductions just start coming and like, hey, let's do this. Yeah, that's cool. Let's do this. You should check them out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and what we also like having names like Napalm Records and Napalm events, it just it people can put you in a context right away, and you don't have to go up and introduce yourself. The people like, okay, okay, we can, yeah. So it that helps a lot.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely it. I'll tell you, I don't. I'm not a fan of labels like just like record labels. I think
Hmm.
some of them have their place,
Yeah.
but sometimes they hurt the artist
Yeah.
more than they really help them.
It's
Um,
a weird, yeah. No, go ahead, Rasmus.
yeah, no, I just I actually totally agree. And everything we've done in Katla until Napalm has been pretty DIY. Though, like we did, like when we've released, we always release on vinyl. So we obviously had friends with smaller Danish labels helping us out, but it's always been on our terms, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
it's been good deals, it's been really good signings. And also the feeling of that you sign with a friend or like a dude that you really want to see grow. You help each other in that sense, right? Like
yeah,
you push, you spend so many fucking hours, all the time, like trying to push this record out. And you don't get like hidden or forgotten in like a big pile of other names that are now like they did a cool TikTok video, so now we should focus more on them instead of this
right.
band, who are struggling. Um, so no, I totally agree with you, but I will say, man, that the team we have involved with Napalm now, and especially Sebastian, they really give us the feeling of that we can keep the kind of like the DIY thing, and they're really invested. Like actually
Awesome.
right now, our problem is right now that like they're almost too invested because we all work full-time jobs apart from the music. So we don't have time to be full-time musicians, and it's a balance right now. But I guess like that's such a luxury problem for us. That they're really really invested and they're doing such a great job, Napalm, to really push it and yeah, the best in our interest for sure.
That's really good to hear because, so I feel like so often you hear, at least, I hear about all of the horror stories with all of the different labels. Of course, eh, I think every situation is unique to that band and whoever their, rep is
Exactly.
or what have you. So they're not, they're not all evil. Um, I
No,
don't
exactly. And,
think.
and 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 one band, like you say, can for sure have a bad experience with one label, and then another band has a great experience. So it's totally case by case. But of course, and we talked a lot about this, not because of Napalm, but because of a label coming into the thing that Katla was doing at the moment. We were like, okay, what does this mean? Like, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna, compromise stuff? And just like Rasmus mentioned, the person working for Napalm that we work with, Sebastian, has just been, I mean, he's setting boundaries and he's doing his thing because he's a businessman and that's his job. But we totally feel like we're being taken serious, and we're that we don't have to make any excuses to be at that party, and that feels really good.
Hell yeah.
I think also a very good example of this is that Napalm was on board before they heard Scandinavian Pain.
Yeah.
Sebastian, he was like, "Yeah, dudes, like let's fucking do this, let's rock and roll." And he at this point, um, the only song he has heard was Taurus, and then the rest was up to us. And then we gave him that, we gave him Scandinavian Pain, which
Yeah.
is not a weird album, but it's not traditional doom album. I guess
No.
it's safe to say it's not a fucking traditional doom album. And he was just down with it. He was like, "Hey, what's up with the fucking Eating Grapes with Kevin Sharp grindcore track of 18 seconds?" And we were like, "Yeah, but this is, this story and blah blah blah." And he was like, "Yeah, that's cool as shit. Let's go." And also like we have good news for you, man, because on Thursday,
Yeah.
um, Dead Lover is gonna come out with a music video.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
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 Which is
That's
also gonna, it's not gonna be as fucked up as Taurus, but it's definitely gonna be fucked up.
okay. As long as it's fucked up, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Like,
A different approach,
Yeah.
trying to do something different, to not make, another attempt at Taurus and then failing. So we've had fun creating this.
hell
There's
yeah.
no, there's
Well,
no, there's no doubt. Yeah, there's no doubt in the video that we definitely had fun.
I think every song should have, with the when you do a video for it, it should be its own thing. Obviously, the album is the album, but every song is a unique story to the album. So
Yeah.
the
Yep.
video should absolutely reflect it. Man, I want to know how fucked up that is. I can't wait till Thursday.
Well,
Yeah.
it's as I said, it's not I guess take your expectations down. Like think 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5 fucked up.
3 out of 5.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean that's still like that's pretty good. That's still a 60% like fucked up.
yeah.
If we're 100% fucked up, I'm questioning reality.
Yeah. Well, me
I mean,
too,
that's the reality, man.
Yeah.
man.
But no, it's gonna be that single. It's different. It's I think the most radio friendly song we've ever created. Maybe will ever create. We'll see. But it's gonna be fun to see how the world deals with that.
For sure.
And
I'm
by
really
that you
interested.
mean, like, I guess
Go
the
ahead.
only reason why it's radio friendly, isn't it? It's because it has a chorus, right?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
almost it's below 5 minutes.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a couple of markers there that kind of help it. Um,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you so I was literally gonna say something and I totally fucking forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well.
Well,
It's
then I can
it's
I can throw in a fun fact about Dead Lover. There's only two riffs in that song. And the first riff is being played 95% of the time or 90%, and then the last riff is that's the breakdown riff, and that's it. And that's that I just think that's quite funny. And we had a lot of fun creating the song. Like, can we just play one riff throughout the song? It's like,
Yep.
we try it. Yeah.
Of course you can, man. Like Matt Pike once said, like Matt Pike of Sleep and High on Fire, when it was something about like Stoner and Doom being boring, and he was like, "No, man. Like, if a riff is good enough, like you have no problem listening to it 60 times in a row." And he's totally right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like
It's
mention
right.
one bad sleep song.
Right. Well, and it reminds me of what's that band? They're not a doom band by any means. They're more like a poppy like alt band, but Presidents of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Like what did they do? Of course they had crazy songs, but they limited the amount of like they had one string on the bass, they had two strings on the guitar and this little three-piece drum set. So like it doesn't matter how much you have.
No,
If it's good enough, it's good enough.
exactly. That's
That's
yeah,
right.
that's true.
Yeah.
So I'm a big live guy. Hi, baby.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
my son and my partner. Hello.
hello.
Yeah. Like we
Uh,
are literally on a fucking boat. Like that's what happens.
that's dope.
Yeah.
I, I dig it. Like, I do you guys like? Is that your house?
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's upset. You wanted to skulle du lige tisse? Ah, okay. I just had to pee.
Ah, I think we all
When
gotta
you gotta
pee
go,
All
you
right.
gotta go.
sometimes.
Oh man. Okay, where were we? I forgot.
I don't know. He's in the back just fucking around now.
With his fucking dig out.
Uh, no child porn here, I swear. He's just a kid
No,
that
no,
had to
no.
pee. Oh
No.
shit.
Oh
Um,
man.
what's oh, I was saying I'm a big live guy, so I know you
Hey,
guys have full-time jobs and shit. Do you guys have plans to bring Katla over to like the States or take it worldwide?
hell yeah, man. Yep,
Yeah.
definitely. The problem with being a European band is obviously visas, right?
Yeah.
Um, and with like touring US, it's so for it to make sense, like economically, you would have to have like two tours lined up, like pretty close to each other, because then you can use the same visa twice. So it's like there's a bit of like there's so much, not a bit, like a lot of um, yeah, like logistics that have to
Yeah.
fall into place. But like going to the US is like a huge milestone for us, and it will definitely happen, man.
Oh yeah. Good, because I want to see the fucking live show.
Hell yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come
man.
on, let's fucking do
Yeah.
this. I'd love like I've already got, a handful of bands I think you guys would fit really fucking well with. And I would love to see, like, dude, in Detroit, they'd fucking go great with like Temple of the Fuzzwitch. That would be fucking so dope. And then, in Lexington, I could see them with fucking Crop, or, you know, fucking Louisville, they'd crush with She. Like, so yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. He has kids too. Maybe they had to pee as well,
Yeah.
Like you never know. Um,
Dude.
but yeah, for sure. Like we have a really strong and good connection with Cult Leader, if you know that band.
Yep.
And we really wanna like we played a few shows with them when they were across the pond last time. So yeah, we're definitely trying to hook up some US touring with them. Like that would be a dream scenario. I definitely want to play with a band called Fuzzwitch. That's
Temple
also
of the
definitely
Fuzzwitch. Yeah.
Temple of the Fuzzwitch, man. Like yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. That
Yeah,
sounds great.
they're fucking great. And they're another three-piece, dude. They're just super nice guys and the music fucking crushes. Like you guys, I think the music on from both of you would complement each other really fucking well.
Yeah, sick. I'm just gonna write it down real quick. Temple of the
Hell yeah.
Fuzzwitch. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, they're badass. Crop is the other one. I think you guys would complement each other really well.
Crop as in
They're
crops.
Yeah, as in like my all my pot crops are like getting taken down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cocaine crops.
yeah.
Not to be the sourpuss, but I have to jump into another call.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
But it was
we
nice talking to you.
for sure, you guys too. Um, have a fucking great day, and
You too.
honestly, really thank you for coming to hang out and chat with me today.
Yeah,
It's
well,
been an absolute pleasure, man.
it
Hell
has.
yeah, hell yeah.
Well,
We'll
thanks,
get to
man.
it, man. I'll I'll get with you guys on the socials.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, please do. Yeah, let's chat and yeah, when we come to the US, let's hang out.
Hell yeah, we definitely will.
Cool.
Later.
Cool, dude. It's been a
Take care,
pleasure.
man.
See you,
See
man.
ya.